Just move over to Royal Naval Petty Officer Ed Grandison. First of all, congratulations. I was recently a guest at your graduation ceremony. So many
Thank
congratulations
you.
on that. Could you just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and what the graduation was?
Okay, then. So I've been in the Royal Navy for 22 years. Started off as reservist at HMS Forward, where, like Colonel Mabry said, we have a job and we do part-time Navy. But with the Navy, we've done away with just calling ourselves reservists. We are actually sailors. So when we go into doing a deployment, we are integrated with the rest of the fleet. So 3 years ago, I joined the outreach team where. So I'm sorry, say again.
Am I correct in understanding that you also have a full-time job?
Well, I used to have a full-time job, but now I've gone full-time Royal Navy. So I used to have a job running a minibus business around the West Midlands, taking people off down to London and doing business like that. But I gave that up and I joined the Royal Navy full-time as a full-time reservist located at RS Cosford with the outreach team. And in that role, I got promoted up as a petty officer.
What does a petty officer mean? What's the role entail?
Right. So okay. So I'm not actually a commissioned officer. So the Royal Navy have ranks where before you can actually go over to be a commissioned officer, they just call it a petty officer, and that's one of the rank stages um, for my progression while I'm in.
So you've been a reservist for 22 years, you say.
Yes.
Can you highlight any memorable moments, or can you touch upon your experiences?
I have to honestly say I've had a blessed career throughout my service. I started back in 1998 at HMS Forward. So we go off to rally for 10 weeks, do our initial training, and they teach you the basics. I started quite late in my career at the age of 32. Um, so they teach you the basic ironing, looking after yourself, and that was you know, just giving you the basic of the Royal Navy, and that made you gel as a team. And then one of my first branches I went into was comms because I said to myself I wanted something challenging. So I thought one of the hardest departments comms, little bit of James Bond down in the belly of the ship, down in the radar room, sending secret messages back to Whitehall. So that was a little bit exciting. Done that for about 10 years. And then I went into the Seaman branch. I even served on HMS Illustrious. I've been out to the Falklands. I've been out to the Jib Squadron doing a patrol around Gibraltar. And back in 2008, when I was in the Gulf doing a deployment there, when I came back, Prince Charles gave me a quick phone call and asked me, do I want to have some military award? Next thing I knew, I was swept off to London. I was in front of the Prince, half an hour audience with Prince Charles, and he's thanking me for the work I've done for the Royal Navy. And quite truthfully, for somebody who's from Aston, quite humbling. Only left school
Aston,
with
are you,
three.
are you from B6?
Yes, I'm from B6. I'm proud to say the Grandisons have lived in B6 for the last 52 years on the same road, Victoria Road. So for somebody like me to get thanked by the next King of England, it was just mind blowing, and that's the kind of reward what the military does. They reward you as an individual if they see that you've done something worthwhile rewarding you. They just put you there.
Fantastic,
Amazing.
fantastic.